Welcome back to another edition of At the Track. Here, the podium finishes, Rob Tiongson, and Hendrick Motorsports' Alex Bowman, driver number 48, Ally Chevrolet Camaro ZL1, fielded by Hendrick Motorsports. And Alex, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Always a pleasure. And it's been a year, but, a lot of things change. You have a new crew chief. Everything's going well with that.
Yeah, for sure. Working with Blake has been awesome. Obviously, we had a really strong start to the year, and then I broke my back and kind of threw the season into a mess. But, we've had some good runs lately. Struggling with speed a little bit, but I think we've got a pretty good race car here today in Texas.
What is it about Texas that makes it so tricky for drivers like yourself?
Just the groove's really narrow. They reconfigured this racetrack in a really interesting way, and it really created this super narrow groove. They've tried to spray it with things to widen the groove out, and now they've stopped that, so where the groove had widened out a little bit is even slicker than before. So just trying to get a hold of it is tough. There's not much room for error, and hopefully we're on the right side of it today.
I imagine so, just because Hendrick Motorsports put a lot of commitment and doing well at every track, and the intermediate track program's been pretty good this year. What's been the key difference maker for you guys being so strong at these tracks?
Yeah, for sure. I think we've gone to a lot of places that have been really fast this year, and obviously lately we've been struggling a little bit, but I think mile and a half's kind of suit my driving style quite a bit. So we've never had a phenomenal day here in Texas, but I think today can hopefully be that.
I hope for it to be a better day, because you deserve one. This track owes you one, I would say.
Yeah, after last year, I would say so. For sure.
We hope we weren't a jinx to you last year.
Well, we're going to find out this afternoon.
Because if I am, I'm going to be really ashamed of myself.
Yeah.
But talking about the serious matters here, that partner in your shirt, Ally, has been really supportive of you since 2021. What's it been like to work with such a sponsor that's so engaging with you, the fans of this industry?
Yeah, for sure. Working with Ally has been super fun. They've kind of been all in and kind of let me steer the ship a little bit, so that's been neat. We've raised a couple $100,000 for homeless pets. Obviously, they're a big supporter of the open wheel program with me, and we've got to do a lot of cool stuff together, so looking forward to the future.
And I love the activations you guys have had this year. In Michigan, you guys had that Detroit Pistons Kings team. Did you get to meet some of the players and do some shooting around with them?
Yeah, for sure. That was really neat. I'm not a basketball player by any means, but getting to hang out with some of those guys was really cool. Got to film a couple videos with them, which was super fun. And honestly, that was a really good race for us till we got crashed. So definitely was cool having the Pistons on the car.
I think that was really cool. And take it from me, folks. I'm a Boston Celtics fan. It was okay for me to see the bad boys on this car for a change.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the Best Friends Foundation, which I think is so cool because a lot of folks who don't have animals or pets are thinking, well, why do people get so attached to them? But then you realize what this organization does. How meaningful is it for you as a pet owner knowing what they are doing for these animals to have happy new homes?
Yeah, for sure. I think homeless animals is a big problem across the whole world, and obviously Best Friends, they're trying to end kill shelters by 2025, which is it's a lofty goal by far, but hopefully we can make it happen. It's tough. There's millions of homeless pets in the country alone, and just trying to give them all better homes and a better chance at life. And it hits home for me. I had a rescue dog named Roscoe. He passed away about a month ago, so definitely something that means a lot to me. And the money that we've been able to raise, it's been really special. And when your appearances are going to animal shelters and hanging out with different animals, it's never a bad thing either.
No, it's not. They enrich your lives in so many ways. You just mentioned about Roscoe, and we miss him a lot. I know you do too, but you still have got Finn around.
Yep.
I'm going to ask you, how has he been doing?
Yeah, Finn's doing great, living his best life. He's like the laziest dog ever, so he's just chilling, but he's doing really well.
And he's a retriever, I think?
Yeah, he's a lab, so I feel like a lot of labs are really high energy, and he's not that. He's just hanging out.
Well, he helped you win a race a few years ago, didn't he?
On iRacing, yeah, for sure. I was so bad at the iRacing Pro Invitational that whenever I crashed, I just blamed my dogs. I wish I could do that here this season, but unfortunately, I don't think people would buy it.
Well, we'll try the way on the podium finish to do that for Alex, because we know you're a good driver for sure. Going back to the Best Friends Foundation story, I know you got a situation with your dogs, but what's one of the more engaging stories that you have experienced firsthand?
Really, it's just the fact that it really hasn't taken a ton of effort, and we've raised so much money for homeless pets in the country, and that's been that's been really cool just to see how much we've been able to raise and how that's been able to help pets and people and organizations give these pets better lives. So that's been neat. It's hard to pick, one story or one shelter that we've worked with. I've gotten to go to a bunch of them, but it's just been really cool.
That sounds like a really fun thing to do for sure. Now you're a busy man on this day, so I got a couple more questions before I wrap things up here. What's been the most memorable advice that Mr. H has given to you that stands out to your mind?
Oh man, I was not prepared. There's so much. There's always good advice from Mr. H. I think really the biggest takeaway from him is just how good he is at leading, whether it's Hendrick Motorsports or Automotive Group or whatever he's doing. He's just a great leader. So just trying to take away bits and pieces of how he handles people and how he speaks to people and all that is definitely good.
Sounds like a really great man for sure. And that's why you guys hustle hard for him each race weekend.
Yeah, for sure.
The last question for you, of course, has to be a music one. But if SiriusXM said, "Hey Alex, we want you to be a guest DJ for a Sunday afternoon, off-season time," what kind of music would you be playing?
A little bit of everything lately. Somehow I've gotten onto a country kick, which is kind of way off for me. But I've always been like a post-hardcore hard rock guy. But country music lately, but kind of a little bit of everything.
So that Jelly, whatever his name is, guy, listen to him later on?
Yeah, sure. I'm in.
I don't even know who he is, but let's just say you're going to do that. But do you have anything you want to say to the fans before we wrap it up?
No, thanks for having me on. Always good to see you.
And next time, he'll let me in the motor coach and like Seafern, so we'll make it happen. But appreciate it, my man.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a good one.